My dear brothers and sisters in Christ, we have just celebrated National Day in Singapore. And like previous years, the government has given out gift packages, known as SG Together packs, to each household. Within each bag there is a small Singapore flag, there are a few face masks, a couple of bottles of hand sanitizer, and a small bag of snacks and a drink, among other things. Well, the fact that each household is entitled to only one of these packs got me thinking about the question of fairness. I mean, the Jesuit community where I live is a household of more than 10 people, and we get only one SG pack, the same as a family of, say, 2. So is this fair? Is this just? Shouldn't a household with more people get more things, more of these packages? So my dear friends, what is fairness? What is justice? Is fairness equality? In other words, does it mean each person gets an equal share? For instance, if I have a cake and there are, let's say, 8 people, I will give each person a slice of equal size, whether or not the person is very hungry, slightly hungry, or not hungry at all. Or is fairness equity? And equity is this: to give each person what he or she needs. So in our cake example, in an equitable system, the cake is divided in such a way that the more hungry people will get larger slices and the less hungry will get smaller slices, so that all will have their hunger satisfied without wastage or overeating. Each will get what they need. So my friends, what is fairness from the faith perspective? And I think today's gospel reading provides us with some clues. In today's gospel reading, Jesus related the parable of the landowner who employed people who were standing idly by at the marketplace to work at his vineyard. And he promised them a fair wage, a wage of 1 denarius. No matter how long the workers labored, the owner paid all of them the same wage, 1 denarius. Those who had worked all day were therefore unhappy, and they complained and grumbled. I suppose many of us would complain too, because this doesn't seem fair. Because many of us feel that the longer the person works, the more he should get paid, the more he should be entitled to. But I think one of the points raised in Jesus' parable is that it is a question of equality and equity. The landowner respected all the workers equally. He employed all of them and offered them a fair wage, a similar wage. And I think the landowner in the parable is an analogy, an allusion to the Lord. It follows that everyone is loved equally by the Lord. It is not a question of more or less. Likewise, we should treat every person with respect equally, because we are all God's beloved creatures. We do not respect the rich and famous more than we do someone who is poor and an average person. I think the landowner also recognized that each person needed at least 1 denarius to survive, and that was why he gave everyone, no matter how long they worked, the same wage. It is a question of basic needs, a question of equity. Moreover, it wasn't that they were lazy, that they came late or came early to work, but they could not find work. When we consider the poor in our society, it is sometimes very easy to wave our hands and assume that they are lazy, and therefore that's why they are poor. But what we should be doing as Christians is to understand their situation first before assuming the worst of them. In fact, don't assume the worst of them. We also need to recognize their basic needs, and out of respect for their dignity, we should try to help them with their basic needs. My dear friends, if you find this video helpful for you in your faith life, please share it with others. Invite others to visit my channel and subscribe to it.